Hello everybody, welcome to Hat Hole Home Video. I'm Brian Q. Today we're talking about nepotism in Hollywood because Zachary Levi made an offhanded comment about Sean Gunn being cast multiple times already in the DCU, and his brother James Gunn obviously is in charge of the whole thing, and he said something like, oh, when your brother's running the show, it's easy to get a job, or what, however he said it. I think it's obvious in context that Zachary was being snarky to be fun, and it was playful. Doesn't mean there's not a little bit of truth. There's maybe not a little bit of sour grapes in there. But overall, I think it was a pretty harmless, jokey, throwaway comment. But that doesn't stop the internet, of course, from latching onto it and clickbaiting it to all get out and turning it into something that it absolutely was not. You might think that this is clickbait, but in fact, this is a clickbait reverse card. I am clickbaiting the clickbaiters because I want to defend a certain degree of Hollywood nepotism. That's right, I am a master clickbaiter. You've been played. You played yourself, I guess is what you would say. Hey, clickbaiters, you played yourself. I think there is obviously a very malignant form of nepotism. I think we've all experienced, working with someone who maybe either didn't pay their dues and was just installed directly into some kind of, upper spot that they didn't deserve, were not qualified for, just because, some family member is higher up in the company, or their connections launched them into a place that they didn't deserve. And mostly that's a problem for all the people that work downstream from that person, who probably, it makes their jobs harder. I think ultimately, if it's not making someone's job harder, I care less about it. It still stinks. I think I've been aware of the James Gunn, Sean Gunn relationship probably since Super. I probably didn't connect the dots myself. I probably was listening to the commentary track on the DVD, which, by the way, #physical media. Where are the commentary tracks on these streaming services? It seems like it would be a pretty easy thing to set up. You just have a secondary audio track you can click over to. But whatever, that's a subject for a different day. But at some point I realized, this is the guy's brother. And then, following James Gunn's career moving forward, it's like, oh, Sean Gunn always shows up in things. And it kind of became like a fun, almost like a Kevin Smith or a Frank Darabont, like, he uses the same people, and you kind of get to see the same crop of actors show up. And Sean Gunn was just one of those actors. Movie making is not fun, especially on a Hollywood level. Not that I speak from experience, but I can imagine that it is a very grueling, stressful, unfun process. And when I look at a situation like this, I just think, well, this is a guy who just has a really good relationship with someone and wants somebody on set every day who has his back and who he can count on and who will make harder days a little better more than anything else. And then you get into, I do believe he believes his brother is the right person for these roles that, he's obviously has some kind of hand putting him in. But beyond that, I think it is just a director making his experience and the on-set experience a more positive one. And that's how I see it. That's my take on it. For everybody who's, nepotism was sort of the word of the day when all these clickbaity articles started coming out about this. I think you put any one of us into a position of authority, and it is impossible to be 100% emotionally divested. Like, we will all play favorites, emotional favorites. And if you trust the director, if you trust the creative people, then that shouldn't be a problem, because they're trying to make all of this a positive experience for them behind the camera and for us on the other side of the camera. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe and all that super fun YouTube stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.